So, Pooja, welcome and thanks for talking to the Tribune. And also, let me know how are you liking the response to Guns and Gulaabs.
First of all, thank you so much for the warm welcome. I'm loving the response. It's been great. It's been part exhilarating, part humbling. It's always heartening to get appreciation for the work that you have done, and it really motivates you to keep going and do more of such stuff, to work harder. So yeah, it's been exciting.
And playing Dulekar Salman's wife. He's a big superstar, and all of us are fans. So, were you a fan before becoming his on-screen wife?
He is such a massive star, and he's done such wonderful work. Whether you see his first Hindi outing, which was Karwa with Irfan sir and Mithila, or whether you see there's a film of his which is called Charlie, beautiful film. Then his first film, Second Date or something, I think that's the name of the film. Kurup is great. So I'd seen some of his work, and of course heard great things about him, because a couple of people have also been in his company in the professional capacity, and they all had to say some really really nice things about him, and they are all definitely true. I can very safely say that.
Mhm. And it was a pleasure working with him. I mean, like, how is it working with a big star?
Oh, absolutely. He is a very very natural actor. Very very he just flows such ease, acts with such an ease, and you feel very you believable. You, even as a co-actor, who ऐसा लगता नहीं आप acting करो, you find the world. So he has that, and he has he's very chivalrous, very on point with his etiquettes. So all the tick marks that you want, in a good co-actor. And the best part is that he's such a nice human being. He's a good-hearted person, and I think that also comes from the fact that he's so grounded to his family. Like, he's very family oriented. He loves his parents. He loves spending time with family. He loves his wife and daughter. You should see him when he talks about his daughter. His face lights up. Should see when he talks about his wife. He just does this glimmer in his eye, and it's so endearing to see that, because it's very rarely do you come across someone who has managed to balance work and personal life so well.
And what about the celebrated directors, Raj and DK? I believe you said somewhere that you said yes because of them.
Absolutely, I did say yes because of them, because it was a one of my manifestations to work with them and do a series for Netflix. Um, and it happened, and the moment I got to know that this is what their team is approaching my team for, um, I was like, okay, like all ears, all attention for it, and I was on board at that very minute. They are brilliant at what they do. I love the fact that they are not afraid to uh, portray an unorthodox way of storytelling. Um, it's unique, the way they think, the subjects that they think about. There's a lot of heart in their stories, and I love the dark humor or the dry humor that they have. It's not your ha ha jokes, but it's very situational. So it's very smooth in its delivery. So yeah, they're fabulous.
So are they like this on the sets also? And does their wry humor reflect on the sets while they're directing too?
Yes, it does, because uh, also, first of all, they make sure that everyone on set bonds really well, and after a few days, you all become like family. You know, it's become so comfortable that you feel at home. DK sir, I if you have seen a lot of work
Mm.
that they have done, you will
Of
see
course.
DK sir feature in everything that they have made. He is there in
Mm.
Guns and Gulaabs as well. He is there in
Mm.
Family Man. He is there in Goa, everywhere. And he's so funny. And
Mm.
Raj sir is the slightly demure, not demure, but I would say
Mm.
the shy one, you know.
Mm.
But again, funny one. So yeah, that the humor that they bring in their shows also comes from them, and their writers are very good. Sita Menon and Suman Kumar.
Mm. So, what exactly was their brief when they took you on board?
The when I first got to know about the show, it uh, had the one line of this is a crime drama, not exactly a crime drama as such, but yeah, I mean, sort of based in the 90s. And I'm a 90s kid, so I was sold on a lot of things, which was first and foremost what cemented. These things came later was Raj and DK. So, I was already there. I was sold. I was anything that they would have made, I would have done it. And when it was about the 90s, I love that era. I love nostalgia. So I was really looking forward to seeing all those things, the world that they create, and then the actors that we have on show, and it was also a very nice character of this woman who is a sweet, supportive wife, uh, but is also very entrepreneurial. You know, her husband, who's a narcotics officer, has to shift a lot from city to
Right.
city. And even then, she knows how to start an enterprise in whichever city she goes. Like, I think they've come from Delhi, and there she had her Glory Femme business, which has some beauty products and stuff. And then in the first scene, you also see Arjun, which is Dulkar's character, apologizing to her and saying, "I'm so sorry, I picked you up from the city and brought you here, and you have to start all over again, and you had to like let go of all of that." And that's when she's saying, "It's okay, I'll manage." And then later on in the show, she's again started it. You have the ladies over, so she knows how to do that and also still be beautiful. So and that's how I have seen women around me. My dadi, my mother, so many other women around me. So these are good examples to have had, and these are real characters.
But would you be personally open to such a thing? I mean, like move from city to city if your love beckons.
Uh, I mean, my love already beckons, which is my work, to go from city to city, shoot from city to city. But yes, I would, for most part, like to call Mumbai home. I love traveling. I love being in different cities when my work takes. Haven't really given a thought that if at all I had to eventually go to another city and be there, would I be able to do that or not? But I don't know. I'll think about it then.
Okay, and then also there is a twist to the family man that he is. There is this angle of infidelity in the series. In personal life,
Yes,
and of course you are. I mean, as yet they have not shown whether you have to face that dilemma or not. Though you're of course
right.
suspecting. But in real life, would you forgive a man for infidelity?
I am not sure if I can, because I've never been put in such a situation. I do understand that it is uh, shattering to go through something like that, and only a person who's gone through it can understand what they have gone through. Um, I can say yes and no both, because obviously no, because you wouldn't want to forgive someone who has done something like that to you, who's broken your trust. But also, yes, because if you want to eventually let go of that thing and move on in life, for your sake, you have to forgive. So you forgive and forgive, but don't forget. Learn from it is probably eventually, if I do reach that place, I would do that. I would forgive, but not forget.
But are you happy with the way your role is shaped up? And also, one of the criticisms of the show has been that the main four central characters are all male, and women don't get to do as much as they should be doing.
See, I agree that we do see the male characters more here, but not to kind of reveal too much about it, but it is too early to um, place out a judgment and be like, okay, there's not much, there's I would say that unraveling shall happen. So
In the second
for
season, you
the
mean?
effect for the effect of the unraveling, it's been given the kind of space that it has been given.
You mean in the second season, the unraveling will happen more?
I mean, I can't really say as such, but yes.
But are you? I mean, you come from the background of television. You were this very popular household name because of
Yes.
one of your very popular shows, Man Ki Awaaz Pratikya, where you played the titular character. So
Mhm.
I mean, if you were to compare both mediums, do you think OTT is the medium?
OTT is a medium, as in like the preferred one, is what you're saying?
Yeah, prefer medium of today, or is the medium, quote unquote, with all
Um,
letters capped.
I would say there is actually set audience for all the mediums. There are those dedicated moviegoers who love to go to a cinema for the cinema experience to watch their preferred film that is playing on a 70 mm. There are those cinephiles. Then you have your tier 2, tier 3 cities whose everyday form of entertainment is your television because it reaches that number of people. And then I also feel like uh, the kind of exposure we have and the kind of data plans we have, I guess, everyone has access to internet and OTT today. So the young India wants to watch that. So I guess there's space and place for everything. And उसमें फायदा हम सबका होता है
Yes.
कि we get to work across all networks, or rather all mediums, in number of genres because they all make number of things.
But which one would be your favorite, personally?
Um, Films and OTT for now, purely because I have spent enough number of years experiencing TV, the format, the content. So yes, I would want to explore more opportunities and explore more genres, and try the things that I have not tried, the characters that I have not done yet.
So has the show opened more doors? I mean, uh, are there more offers on the table?
Yes, there are offers, and I'm happy. I'm exploring, and those are some really good uh, after effects of something, uh, of the effect of Guns and Gulaabs, the kind of show that is. And as of now, I'm taking uh, good enough time to enjoy the
Enjoy.
yeah, enjoy what is happening, meeting people, and the moment they meet me and receiving messages or calls from my friends and people who've known me for a while. So yeah, it's good. It's all good.
And you also have a huge fan following on social media. And
Hmm.
social media again is, seen as a double-edged sword. Um,
Yeah.
how do you see it?
I do agree with the fact that it is a double-edged sword, uh, because overexposure, or rather overuse, um, can be detrimental. It can give anxiety to people if you get sucked into the wormhole that it has become now. Because all of us, the moment we open any form of social media, especially on Instagram, they are designed in such a way, their algorithm is such a way that you just can't put it down till the time you absolutely have to. So that is there. Then there's also that pressure of numbers,
Mm.
or being putting out more and more content, or all of those kinds.
Yeah.
But it is also a great way to connect with people, right? That is also the luxury that we have got now. uh, so yeah, there's a good and the bad. It's up to us which one we finally embrace and let it take over us.
But you manage your social media accounts yourself, or you have a team doing it for you?
I do have a team that helps me, but I manage it for the most part. I don't want anybody else writing on my behalf. It almost always is my voice.
But after playing central parts in on television, when you do a shorter one like a cameo in say Kedarnath, how does it feel? I mean, is it as satisfying as being the titular character?
See, it's very different when you are in an ensemble, you know, like this one. Uh, there are those four different tracks that are going on in this one. With Kedarnath, it was again, you have to understand there is a beautiful story arc that was there for
Mm.
that particular film as well. And it was offering me something that I had not done earlier. I had never played a
Mm.
gray character, and that's what I got to do on that film, and that is what I'm looking at. I want to do more meaty roles. I want to do characters that I've not done earlier. I want to try newer things, and I guess characters which require a lot of preparation as well, whether it is
Mm.
linguistically or whether it is behavioral sense. So yeah, I mean, as actors, we kind of feed off on newer challenges as well. So I don't mind it if it's a great character. We have seen so many amazing actors who have done films and contents for probably one scene, two
Yeah.
scenes, and sometimes those are also the story drivers. So in traditional sense, yes, there is a protagonist or the lead, but we don't realize
Mm.
that if we keep the only so-called leads and we don't have other
Yeah.
people in it, the story won't ever move ahead.
Mm.
So
It's the whole
essential,
it's the
right?
whole yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
was it challenging for you to get the 90s look and the 90s era right?
Not so much because I don't have that
Mhm.
the kind of like a behavior or a language uh, correction that I need to do. It is in Hindi English both the dialogues, as in like English half Hindi half English,
Wow.
and the art department and the costume
Oh,
department
yeah.
did a
Yeah.
fantastic job. They recreated uh, the 90s thing. They got properties, they got the radio, they got the
Mm.
TVs, they got the costume department got those shoulder pad kind of suits, the frilled sleeves, or the hair and the makeup. So they when you are put in a setup like that, and also the scenes were written, like for example, if you remember, there was this one scene where they're in school and they're playing cricket in the book. Oh, six,
Hmm.
four,
Hmm.
फिर से six, flames. So
Yeah.
कैसेट कैसेट सुनते सुनते अटक जाता है, तो वो उसको निकाल के घुमाता है. These things are underrated. People don't talk about them, but it makes a huge difference. There are a lot of times when actors have been in a situation where they are not able to connect with the character, and that's when this really helps. So the moment I mean, I was preparing my scene and however I was getting ready for it, but then the moment you get in the costume, you suddenly feel it.
Yeah.
You go on the set, you see the setup, the house that they've made, you feel like that, like you are a part of you in that world. So all that really helped.
And where else will we see you in near future?
Soon on yet another Netflix series, which we're still in production. We're still shooting for it. It's called Flight into Fear, and it is being directed by Anubhav Sinha. Very
Wow.
very interesting story, and it's a limited series of 6 episodes, I believe. So yeah, soon once we are done shooting, and yeah, it should be ready for everyone to see.
And when you work with directors like Raj and DK, Anubhav Sinha, Abhishek Kapoor, I mean, like, are there many learnings on the way?
Yes, you definitely learn something from everyone, and the most important lesson that you learn is is the fact that no matter how big and successful you become, you must keep striving, you must keep going on, you must keep working hard, because uh, this is how the curve goes. Aaj
Those,
hai
yeah.
kal nahi hai. If you don't work hard, it's not going to be there. And the fame and name is a part and parcel, but if love your job, keep doing what you're doing. कर्म करो, फल तो मतलब कहते हैं फल की इच्छा मत रखो, which is slightly tricky in today's day and age, but yeah, that's what you do. And super excited for the next one to come. Again, a
Yeah.
great ensemble for that as well. There's Vijay Verma and
Wow.
Pankaj Kapoor and Dia Mirza and Nasruddin Shah, and I'm playing Vijay Verma's wife. So it's
Oh.
amazing.
So co-actors inspire you all the time, right?
Yes, they do.
Of course, you're rather young yourself, but one advice for even younger generation of people who want to be in this glamour world.
Today, it's becoming slightly easier to think about the possibility of something like this. It is not as tough as uh, or unthinkable as it used to be. I would say that if you do decide, do come with a heart of steel, I would say.
Heart of steel.
You have,
Okay.
yeah. I definitely say heart of steel, because uh, we as human beings do tend to take a lot of things to our heart, and you have to be resilient and strong enough to be in any industry that is competitive.
That, that is true. Okay, well, last question. Your beauty secret.
My beauty secret, first of all, has to be the fact that my parents have given me good genetics, good, skin and hair. But I try my best to do the right things, to eat the right food, to drink water, and take good care of my skin with the skincare and all of that. So, yeah, that.
That. Okay, lovely talking to you, Pooja, and looking forward
Same
to your
here.
future work as well. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much. Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you.